everyone. Welcome to Viindoo webinar episode. Today we will talk about improving customer experience in retail industry, and we prepare for the webinar series for every Thursday for only 1 hour, where we share the real life business challenge and show the solution how we help our customers and our business to overcome the challenge. And we hope to meet all of you every Thursday for only 1 hour to share valuable insights about business management. And I'm Jun Nguyen, and I will be the host for the webinar today. And I want to meet all of you for every Thursday, so please do not forget to subscribe our webinar to get the latest resource and insight from our expert and business management. Okay, so continue to our topic today. I would like to introduce the most important part in our webinar. Our speaker, Senya Ding. She is the business management consultant and a certified COPC CX implementation leader. And welcome, Senya.
Hello everyone, my name is Senya Ding and I am the customer consultant here in Viindoo. It's an honor to join you guys on today's webinars, and I hope you will have a great time sharing and connecting together with the insights of industry.
Yeah, thank you, Senia. And as you can see, the info about our speaker. She has many experience, and she also the leader and key member of our Viindoo software implementation project for many big companies. And you also see my info in the screen here. So I think we will not take many time of you, and we will start for the main content of the webinar. So Senya, can you start your talk and share about your talk today?
Okay. Thank you, John. And for today webinars, here's the agenda for today. We will have two main sections. The first one is for the customer experience is crucial for business growth. We will discuss the importance of customer experience in most of the industry and in focus on also on the retail industry. And the second part would be getting from good to great customer experience. We will be discuss about a case studies on one of our customers and we will see their challenges and see what we as Viindoo have the solutions for all of their challenges. Okay, so you may have heard about the term customer experience, or CX as a shortened, and in the last decade this has become a very hot topic and the main concerns of many companies in any size. And you may have wondered why is it so important and what should we do to improve it, right? So what is customer experience? And basically it refers to the overall interactions between the customers and a business. And it encompasses how a business engage with their customers at every single touch point of their buying journey, including the interactions with the brands, with the products, with the service, employees, etc., and even more. Okay. Imagine a customer found you on an advertisement on a Facebook post, and then they like your marketing campaign, the message that you sent out via the post, and then they decide to go to your website. And they browse the website, interact with your customer support team, and then decide to purchase something from their website. Afterward, they would receive the product at home, and then they like the overall experience, and then they decide to come back and leave a review on the product that they have purchased, and also share the experience with their friends, right? And as you can see, and basically customer experience revolves around 4 elements: around your brand image, around the product that you delivered, the pricing, and also on the service. And the customer experience, it encapsulates everything an organization does to put the customer first and managing their journeys and serving their needs. Now, you may ask why customer experience matters in today's economy. Now the customers have the power, not the sellers, because basically thanks to the internet, right? And the customers have many options to choose from, plus resources necessary for them to educate themselves on the product. And a positive customer experience, as in the example that I mentioned earlier, promotes the loyalty of your customer and then helps to retain the customers. Also, it encourages the brand advocacy, as you may see. Okay? And the customers want to feel connected with the idea that their favorite brands know and respect them, and then it really is what keeps them coming back for the brands. In fact, in a survey done by PwC in 2018, say that 73% of the customer now say that the customer experience is the number one thing that they consider when they decide to whether to purchase from a brand or not. And the customers are willing to pay more for the experience qualities that matter the most to them. In a fast-moving forward industry like retail, at every touch point, an interaction is what makes or breaks the relationship that you have built with your customers. And especially according to a research done by McKinsey and Company in 2021, companies that grow faster drive 40% more of their revenue from the personalizations than their slower growing counterparts. Okay? And for years, the correlations between the customer experience and revenue growth inspired organizations to hold the customers at the centers of every decision. However, after the pandemic, economic considerations are forcing to cuts throughout enterprise, and frictions between the customers and brands across channels in the forms of price increase, quality cuts, poor customer service, etc. And customers are really noticing it. And in a survey done by Accenture in 2023, the most recent one, state that 37% of the people worldwide think that many companies are prioritizing higher profits over better customer experience. And also 40% of C-level representatives say they plan to raise prices to pass cost increase to their own customers. But it might not be the same for all companies. And in a strained company backdrop, the key questions would be balancing between the budget for customer experience improvement while also lowering operational costs to be a real challenge. Now, let's move on to the second part. Let's see what can we do about it, okay? And for today's webinars, let's have a look at the current situations of one of our customer, KT Trading. This is let's have a look at their background. This is a apparel and beauty retailer. They sell a vast majority of the product from the clothing, sunglasses, shoes to other beauty related products like supplements, etc. And they have more than 5 physical stores in the whole countries. And then they recently newly launched an online shop. Okay. And before reaching out to us, the KT Trading management team had done some research and analysis on their own current situations, and they had identified these 3 main concerns. The first one is they are having a low customer retention rate. And the second one is the overflowing inventory. Since they have 5 bricks and mortar stores, their employees is having a hard time in keeping track of their own inventory and having a forecast of when and how many extra stock they would need for their local stores. And the last one is there are disconnected customers' informations across sales channels. So what did we do? We decided to split this project into two stages. The first one is knowing where we are, actually really analyzing the current situations of the company, and based on that outcome, we will define what should we do and what should we focus on the next on the solutions part. So together with the KT teams, we performed these 5 methods. The first one is conduct customers and employee surveys. The customer surveys, you already know, you are familiar with the CSAT surveys, you are familiar with the Net Promoter Scores or even the Customer Effort Score. But we also perform some kind of employee survey as well. It's obvious you want to know about the customers, but the employee surveys is also a good tool to understand what your employees really think about organizations and identify recurring issues or systematic problems that might be affecting their productivity or even the employee well-being. And as you already know, happy employees will bring you more positive energy to their own to their work, and also that energy is going to be transferred to your customers, right? The second task that we have done is we did a monitoring and analyzing the customer feedback across channels. So we pay attention to not only the negative feedback but also the positive feedback to really identify the areas of strength and the areas that KT trading need to improve. Also, we analyze the historical financial data, monitors the customer retention rates and the churn rates to assess the overall level of customer satisfactions, and also we monitor the overall operational cost to see where are the areas that need to improve in terms of productivity or efficiency. The fourth one is we would be focusing on the analytic data from the website, metrics such as the bounce rate, the conversions rate, and the time user or a visitor spent on the website to really noticing and identifying problems that we're having with the website to later on improve it. And the last one is we use the benchmarking method, where we compare the business customer experience metrics with the industry's benchmarks to actually know where we are and where we may be falling behind or we are excelling. Okay. Now, let's see. And here is what Viindoo already built for the KT trading systems. It's an ecosystem, an ERP system, where we will be really managing and tracking all of the aspects of the company as a whole, starting from the sales, the website areas where we will be keep in touch with our customers, to the sales operations, from the website online shops to the brick and mortar shops, and with all of these informations, we also manage the supply chain informations, inventory stock, forecasting how many stock we would need in the warehouse, and bring all of those informations back to the accounting and invoicing sections. And later on, in the last stage of in the second stage of the project, we will be also implementing things and tools to manage their own human resources. And after all the studies and analysis, we decide on focus on what really matters the most to the KT trading management teams. Here are 5 things. The main topic would be focused on the omni-channel operations, and they would want to bring the online store and the point of sales stores integrated with the sales management for immediate sales, inventories, and customer data synchronizations. That is the most important thing for them. which leads to the second one, which is the data integrity. So with all of the integrations we done in the previous with the omnichannels, we would have the centralized customers and sales data across sales channels, both online and offline stores. And also we would have, ideally we would have the real-time inventory data for the inventory forecast and also for just-in-time resupply. The next one, we would be focusing on a more proactive customer care services. It would involve implementing help desk ticketing systems. We would also have to enable the self-service options with the help centers. We would provide them a help center with kind of like a Q&A or no, not Q&A, but like more like FAQ, frequently asked questions, and then they would have their other answers, and then they can read all the documentations over there. Also, we would have a live chat support teams to reach out to our customers and support them whenever they have questions on the website. And also, we would have after each sales, we would have the customers surveys, or after each interactions with the customer support teams, we also have customer surveys and collect their feedback. The fourth focus would be the improving the customer experience interacting with the online store. With the result that we did in the previous stage, we would be having a more responsive and user-friendly website design, and we would like to optimize the checkout processes with multiple payments options. So the customer won't have to be like using the wire transfer to pay for a purchase. They can use any type of payment method like PayPal or I don't know, swipe to pay for their purchase. And we would have a more efficient order management with accurate product availabilities and also efficient order fulfillment. And for the very last focus, we will be focusing on improving the customer loyalty with promotional programs, which includes the rewards programs with discounts, with exclusive benefits to frequent customers. We would also build a referral program which would be developed later on by offering incentives to successful referrals. Okay. Now here are the five focus. Let's have a look at a demo system, shall we?
Okay. I would like to interrupt a little bit that before we continue with the demo instance, I would like to all of you, if you have any questions, please feel free to chat on the comment, and we will check and answer them in the Q&A session. Okay, so thank you. So please, Senia, please continue your demo.
Yeah. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. So on the screen, this is a replicate systems that it is very similar to the one that we built for KT trading for the safety reasons. And let's look at what we got in place for them. Here are some of the applications that we are using. The main focus would be the website and the CRM, where we will manage all the interactions with opportunities and leads that we have. And we would have also the sales, the point of sales apps to manage all the sales, and also the inventory to manage the current quantities, stock and stock forecasting. And the last one would be the invoicing, where we manage all of the customer invoices and vendor bills. Okay. And by using these informations, what I would like to point out is that informations generated from these applications are all connected together and related with each other. And with that, after compiling those data, you would have or the KT management team would have all the information available for them on the dashboard. Let's have a look at the dashboard at this moment. So this is only some of the informations, and as you can see that the teams, the management teams, now they are using this dashboard to manage not only from information from the sales, the current sales in general, cross channels, or from the point of sales that they are having, how many tops or orders, the revenue of each one, and many more informations. They also have a brief overview of the invoicing situations at the moment, how many unpaid, how many invoices average per day, etc. And they also have informations related to the logistic, the purchase, number of the purchase over the last period, over the time, from who they are purchasing, what are the top orders, etc. And also they have information related to the vendors and the numbers of inventories that they are having on hand right at this moment. From each locations, how many they are having, what are the products they are having, and and they can use also these filters to to kind of filter the data even more. Not only that, they are having also like information related to the proactive customer channels with the live chat. For example, they would have information related to how many sessions were done, the average time to answer each interactions, and some kind of like an average rating to see the current satisfactions of their customer, filtered also by any operator if it's necessary. Okay, let's see how did we get to those in data. Okay, first of all, for the omni-channel goal, the key is to have everything all in one place. Therefore, we prioritize an e-commerce platform to manage the online sales. Let's have a look at the website. As you see that we have a website where they can publish all the products that they are having, and their customers will have shops where they can see all the products, like filter the categories that they want to buy, select a product right from the website and add to the cart. Okay, they can see if they have any questions or inquiries relating to the product itself. They can reach out to the customer agents that is available at that moment via a chat box at the corner of the website. And also they have other options such as reaching out to the teams via emails or pick up the phone and call the call centers. And we also built a customer contact form where they can leave a message, leave an email, and then afterward the customer support team will get back to them and answer their inquiries. Okay, and also on the other hand, each customers, they will have an options to create a profile on the website where they can keep track of their historical purchase orders, if they have any invoice, bills, and also even interacting with the teams about the progress of tracking of their current shipments. Okay. So from the website, for the e-commerce manager, for example, they also have a set of reports for the online sales to keep track of this part only if it's necessary. And there are many other reports that they can use for the team. Now let's have a look at the point of sales. Okay. For the point of sales, we set up different stores, and for each stores we would have different, how can I say, point of sales for the stores where their own employees can log inside with each sessions and then perform the sales sessions for their stores. For example, okay. One second, it's as you see that as a sales agent in the stores, I can start a sales sessions and select the product that my customers already purchased, and let's say this. And then if there are any promotional programs happening at this moment, for example, if I have a program with a code of 10% off with a purchase more than, I believe, 250, then I can apply directly on the order as well. Yeah, and then we have a discount, and then I can also select if they are already a customer of ours. Then I can find the name of the customers and put on here, or even log in if it's new customer. And then we can start processing the payments as usual, having print out the receipt or the invoice for the purchase, and all of the purchase historical data of the purchase will be logged inside and then compiled and displayed on the website. Okay. Now let's say that I have finished the sessions, and I would close the sessions. And what I want to point out is that with the system we are building for KT Trading, we decide to have all of the inventory data will be updated immediately whenever there's a purchase is done on the whole system, to really reflect the real-time inventory stock for the sales for the inventory management team. Yeah. And from the point of sale, you also have some other reports where the teams can manage all of the sales orders that happen throughout the times by the sessions, and then they can even group everything by each team if it's necessary. Okay. With let me see, with the cashier, or they can also group it by cashier sessions. Okay. And the same things with the sales. And most importantly for the sales, if you're not selling by the point of sale at the local stores, you would have a sales by online shops, and then you would like to control the deliveries of each sales. So the KT team is using the delivery control features, where they can check in real time the current situations of each shippings that they're having, whether it is being late like this, or if anything is done on time as timer scheduled for their customers. And based on these informations, later on their team, the operational teams, they can check back and kind of modify a little bit about the delivery lead time for their customer afterward. Okay. And also the last one would be, let's have a look at the inventory. Now here, from the inventory management point of view, we would have also very transparent delivery and transfer informations inside the one systems, where you would have the leads, and then you can here check out how many deliveries are being late, how many is on time, and also we would have some other reports related to inventory, such as the warehouse analysis.
Okay, Cynthia, can you zoom in your screen? We can see it clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. And let's get back to the inventory report. We have some inventory, some report related to the warehouse analysis, or you would have some stock report I think this one is the main concern, and then is the most helpful one for any inventory management team, where with this report you can really have an overview of the current stocks available in each warehouse, in each locations that you have in your business, where you can filter out the current warehouse and then see how many products you have in each place, and if it's necessary to do some resupplies on that product itself based on some the maximum and the minimum resupply limits that you already have configured and defined for each product. Okay. Also, we have some forecasting reports where you can, based on it, understand how many products you have on hand, what are the incomings, outgoing, and forecast what would you need to have in your inventory afterward. So,
Okay.
and for today's webinar, I would like to focus only on the supply chain and on the websites, e-commerce, and that is pretty much wrap up my part of demo on the solutions that we have for the challenges that you are facing in the retail industry. Okay, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Celia, for the insightful with the solution and the challenge and solution with the very clear. I would like to note that we have many webinar with we want to focus on only one challenge of the business. So maybe you want to explore more about the supply chain or your e-commerce or anything else. We can subscribe our webinar, our next webinar, and join us with more details in this part. Okay, so this is all about the challenge and solution we solve for our customer about the improving customer experience. So do you have any question? Please feel free to type in the chat and we will answer your question here. Okay, so I will check the chat and find the question, and Senia, will you help me to answer the question? Okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so let me check. Oh, I think that we need to take time for our audience to type the chat, and before start the Q&A session, I would like to note that because the limit time in the webinar, we only have an hour. So we will start your answer and have you a brief explanation and all the detail we can schedule a consultation for the details. Okay. So okay, let me check the question. Oh, I have the first question for Martin. I have many stores both online and offline. How can I find which channel sells more effectively and attract more customers? Okay, Senia, can you help me? He asked about he has many stores and online and offline, and he want to find which channel sells more effectively and which channel attracts more customers. Okay, so our speaker Senia will show you how to do this with your question, Martin. Okay.
Okay. So you would like to see how many identify which is your most effective sales channel, I would say. And from the sales, there are many ways to do that. The most like the quickest one is you would use the dashboard. And as I have shown you earlier, you would from this dashboard only you already have certain information related to each sales channels, and then you can use the filters right here to define to select the period of the time that you would like to compare between each channels, and then having all the metrics and data compiled together. On the other hand, you can also access to each part of the systems to find out for even more. For example, for the sales, you would have the reporting with the dashboard. From here, you have some filters that you can use the metric and measurements to filter out the channels, or you can group these informations by a how can I say, by the sales teams. If you are managing things, every part by a team, okay, and then you have information across channels like this. And here you can see that you have the website, numbers of orders, and the revenue each sales channels are bringing back to you.
Okay, thank you, Senia, and I hope that Martin have a clear answer for your question. And if you have any question and details, we will schedule a consultation for details we discussing the details. Okay. So I will move to the next questions about sales program. Okay, I want to develop a program to push sale for products. So how can the software can support for this?
Okay, you basically on the sales programs, there are many aspects of it, right? So you before deciding how you would develop a program, you would like to identify and define the what is the customer segment that you are aiming to, what are the products that you want to promote in this program, etc. So the system have many data that you can use to analyze that. For example, in terms of the customer data, you would have the informations of your customers from the CRM, or you would have CRM, and then you would have also the contacts where you can have informations related to your customer from your demographic, understand who they are, when, and what they normally purchase on your website or on your with you, from you. And also you would have the sales data where you have the historical purchase of your customers, and then you can understand which are the products that your customer buy the most, or identify what are the ones that lack selling, and then you want to push that product back to for the campaign, for example. And afterward, once you decide what customer segment that you want to focus on, what products that you want to promote, then you can use the create the some marketing campaigns, or having a website or blog post on your website to promote that program, right? And then regarding about the marketing campaigns, we would have a separate webinar afterward to discuss further about the customer loyalty program and campaigns, and stay tuned for that.
Okay, thank you, Senia. Okay, I will move to the next question, and we will find the next question for today. Okay. We have many comment here, and it seems that our audience are typing their question. Okay, so if you do not have any question anymore, we will come to the end of the webinar. So I would like to say thanks to our speaker, Ms. Senia Ding, for the insightful solution for the company, and I think that she will go with us for many next webinars. So please do not forget to subscribe our webinar, and see you in the next Thursday with the topic. So thank you so much for joining us today with our